What's going on, guys? Bob Roche from RocheTechnology.com here with an unboxing for you of this guy we have hiding right over here. We have the Gigabyte GeForce GTX 670. In my opinion, this is one of the best cards on the market right now to build your hackintosh, or even if you want to do something like a gaming PC, throw one of these or maybe even two in an SLI configuration and you're going to get some awesome frame rates on your games. But just a few things this card has going for it. Number one, it has 2 gigabytes of video memory, which if you're driving multiple displays, this is going to shine at that, or even just video intensive applications like gaming. This thing also has an awesome wind force cooling solution, which is detailed a little bit right here. I'll get a little bit more into that once we go in depth with this card, but also has lots of CUDA cores. I believe well over 1,000. And CUDA cores, say for example, you're editing some video in After Effects and Premiere, that'll actually take a lot of the process of rendering and stuff off of the CPU, offload that onto the GPU, not only freeing up your processor for other things, but also doing that process of rendering much faster. So you're going to get some great performance out of video editing as well as, gaming and things like that. But you know what? I know you're sick of me rambling. Let's just go ahead and unbox this guy. So here's the box of the GeForce GTX 670 from Gigabyte, and some of the key components of this card right here, the big selling points. This is the overclocked version, which means right out of the box, you're already getting more performance than those other manufacturers. It's overclocked, like I said, right out of the box, tons of great performance there. Also the wind force cooling system, 3 different fans, count them, 1, 2, 3 fans on this card is going to keep it extremely cool in conjunction, with the heat pipes and everything else that it already has. And 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory. That's tons of memory for multiple monitor support, great for video editing, great for gaming. Just about anything you throw at it, this card is going to be able to handle, especially, like I said in the beginning, if you use 2 of them in an SLI configuration. So as you can see right here, a nice big old sticker, Tom's Hardware, a very reputable site there. Want some great awards there. Flipping around here, obviously up here compatible with Windows 7. This is a card, like I said, it's going to be awesome for gaming. If it wasn't compatible with Windows, I'd have some questions. This should be compatible right out of the box within Mountain Lion, so that's always awesome. Here's a little bit more in-depth drawing, like diagram of that cooling system. So, tons of great stuff there. I'm not going to get into everything on the back because I know you guys just want to see the card. So let's go ahead and do it. I have my Hackintosh juice knife on call, just right up here. I can kind of see him in case I need him, but I don't think I will. So sliding the card out of the box, or rather the box out of the box. So throwing this box, so many over here. And we have a nice little flap, kind of suctioned in there. And up top we have a little quick start guide. We have some drivers, which we won't be using because this card will be used with OS X, but we'll probably be running Windows on here as well. And here's the actual card itself. But you know what? Before I get into that, there's probably some accessories back here. And here we have some Molex to actually 8-pin. I believe this card takes a 6 and an 8-pin, yes. So here we have a Molex, which is 2 Molex to an 8-pin, and then 2 Molex to a 6-pin. And this card does require both. So if your power supply doesn't have both of these, which I think this card actually requires a power supply of at least, oh boy, maybe 450, 500 watts. Do not quote me on that, because if you go and buy one of those power supplies, you're probably going to be way out of luck. I would recommend going with at least the 750 watt power supply if you're going to be building a system with this card in it, just to give you enough room that this card will have no problems if you go and upgrade some of your hardware. But like I said, tons of power required for this card, so make sure you have the right equipment for it. Here's the card itself. Go ahead and move that bag out of the way. And here's that wind force cooling system I was talking about. 3 fans on this bad boy. This thing is going to really help keep this card cool. As you can see, it's a very, very long card. That has to be at least a foot. You can see some of the heat pipes, back in there behind the fan. On the back here, we have 2 DVIs. We have, I think, an HDMI. Yep, HDMI and a display port. This is like everyone's new favorite layout for all these ports. There's no mini display. There's, and DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort seems to be a favorite among a lot of people, so I assume that's why they're putting it on all their cards. Right here, we have the 6 and the 8 pins. So like I said, it does require both. It's not 2 6 pins, it's not 2 8 pins, it's a 6 and an 8, which I always thought was kind of weird, but, I'm sure there's a reason behind that. Here we have, obviously the main connector, and no, I'm not touching it. They have a little guard on there, don't worry. And here we have where you'd connect SLI. So I believe this thing even does support up to quad SLI, which would just be absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand why you would need that kind of power, but there you guys go. Little Gigabyte logo there. That's a great view. You can see all the cooling that goes into this card. We have, heat sinks and heat spreaders and heat pipes and 3 fans for heat. That blows it all away. So very nice little I guess like a grill. I don't say a radiator, but a little grill at the back here. And you can see count them, three heat pipes. So very, very nice card, very long card. Make sure your case will actually even support this thing, and you should have a great experience whether you want to run Windows or OS X. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'm at CPU Kid on Twitter. Also be sure to check out RocheTechnology.com. I hope to see you guys back here soon.